welcome to another live training. I'm Ren Lopa, the creator and founder of the Successful Hair Stylists podcast and community, the creator and founder of Luxury Client Method, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys this week. We are talking about something so much more like lighthearted and kind of practical today. Good morning. And we are going to talk about trends, so how to find the latest trends, and then one step further from that, how to talk to your clients about trends and make them approachable so that not only are they like your best walking advertisement and kind of every client has a trendy element that you're going to be able to photograph or talk about or feel really passionate about, but also so that it's increasing their loyalty, it's increasing your average ticket, and it's just going to continue to position you as the go-to hairstylist in their mind. A lot of the reason why clients leave their hairstylist, and I mean like a good hairstylist, so I'm not talking about like, of course clients leave a hairstylist where the communication is sketchy or they're not getting what they want. When our longtime clients leave us and we have a good relationship, a lot of the times, the reason that that's happening is because they want to mix it up or they want to change it up and they don't know if they can talk to you about that. They don't know if you're going to be wanting to do that, right? It's very natural to kind of get into a codependent rut. And when I say codependent, I just mean they're kind of encouraging it, you're kind of encouraging it, it's easy, it's comfortable. So talking about trends doesn't have to be scary or annoying. I know the big joke is that there aren't new trends, there's just new names for old trends. But what is fun about that, and I hope that at the end of this training you guys see that it is fun and playful and can actually make your job feel more exciting on a regular basis, is that it just keeps things fresh. It's just a new, fun way to communicate about things that we know how to do, we feel confident doing. And then on the other hand too, it helps our clients just feel their absolute best, which I know is what you guys want to do. Like, you could be given the same color service, but if you walk out the door believing you have something like special, unique, custom crafted like to you, and it's also like a little bit trendy, it has something like cool and new happening with it. Literally, it could be the same color service, but if you walk out the door feeling like that about your hair, how much more likely are you to recommend your hairstylist or take more selfies and tag her or just feel better about the service that you got, which means you're gonna come back, you're going to tip more, all of that good stuff. So some of it is really just in our communication, but also having that knowledge too. Okay, so this training today is for you if, one, you tend to feel a little behind the trends and just want to know better like what's going on and what is trending. It's easy for it to happen, right? We are so busy in our day-to-day lives and with our clients that it's not, a given that we're just gonna know everything that's happening. So I wanna give you guys some easy ways to stay on the cutting edge. This training is also for you if your clients tend to know about trends and then ask you about them when you don't necessarily know what they're talking about, and it can feel a little bit awkward, right? Like, we never want our clients to bring up something that maybe we haven't heard about yet or whatever. So I'm going to give you a good way to handle that situation, and then obviously how to initiate the conversations more. So even if they spotted something they want to talk to you about, you're already coming to the table with some fresh ideas. And then lastly, this training is for you if you want to build better loyalty with your clients and increase your average ticket by keeping your clients current, right? They are current, they are on the cutting edge of like beauty and everything like that. Okay, so why are trends important? So trends are important to you as a hairstylist, to our industry, because they show that you are an expert, okay? Would someone rather go to a hairstylist that is a little bit jaded with the industry, a little bit like nothing's new under the sun, like whatever, you get what you get kind of vibe? Or is somebody going to pick someone that is excited about what's happening, excited about fresh ideas, and excited whenever you come in to make sure that you have the absolute best look that you can have, right? How often do clients show you photos from 10 years ago as their inspo? I want every visit to be like a new inspo photo that they're so excited. Like, wow, this is the best hair I've ever had. Like, that's what we're going for. Trends are also important because they give you the reputation of being fun and fresh, okay? So reputation is really built from repetition. And so it's what we're talking about. It's how we're showing up online. It's those conversations that we're having in the chair. But your reputation should be fun and fresh, right? Like, we don't want to be the hairstylist that's consistent and fine, right? Like, we want to be fun, fresh. We want to build like, bring a passion and like an energy to the visit that gets them excited. You know, a lot of times, yes, we do have clients come in with their own ideas, but imagine what a relief it is for the client if they get to come in and be confident. You're going to help them, you know, make sure they don't have something outdated that doesn't look good anymore, that isn't flattering to them, instead of them having to spend hours. And you guys know, because I'm sure you guys do it for your own hair, right? But it's like spending hours on Pinterest, on websites about face shape, on, you know, looking at trends, reading those long articles with 1,000 ads. It's like trying to find what's best for them when they can trust an expert, okay? So this is going to build your reputation. And then lastly, it's just going to build that trust with your clients that you are going to keep them from looking outdated. So I'm not going to go anywhere if I know that my hairstylist is looking out for me. And some of you might have heard all of that and you might be like, Ren, this sounds like a lot of extra work. Okay. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I'm already busy. I am barely even posting on Instagram. Like, what are you trying? This sounds like another job. Okay. No, it's not. I'm going to show you how easy this can be. And so first, I'm going to tell you kind of places to find some current trends. And then hopefully as you're hearing these, it's going to start sparking ideas for you of where you can find some of these things. Now listen, every city is a little bit different. Okay, every area is a little bit different. So you are going to have a special insight. Like, for example, as you guys know, I just moved from Tampa, Florida to Richmond, Virginia. In Tampa, Florida, for example, like with makeup, contouring has kind of already come in a big wave, peaked, and it's kind of out. Like, now people are back to powders, and they're away from like the very severe kind of sticks and like heavy contouring, where now that I'm in Richmond, Virginia, contouring is just taking off now. Okay, like when I'm out with people, they're talking about the latest contouring techniques. They're talking about maybe trying it for the first time. So it's just different depending on where you are, what's going on. So also just keep that in mind. Okay, so where can you find some of these current trends? So these are going to be other accounts that you can follow. These are also going to be some websites. And then of course, we can't forget about magazines. They're classics. And how easy is it to go get a coffee at Barnes & Noble and like flip through the latest fashion magazines just to see kind of what different ideas are in there. Look at the hair color, the hair length, the styles of all of the, you know, people being featured in the magazine. So, okay, so here are some accounts. These are some of my favorites. And I will just say in Luxury Client Method, I do a monthly release of not only captions, but also the latest trends and buzzwords, so that the stylists in my group, they always know kind of what is trending, what they can talk about with their clients, and then also what can kind of help them look for that next thing and like research that next thing too. Okay, so here they are. I'm just gonna like list them out. So we have Teen Vogue. The next generation is always going to be setting trends. So anything that is like, you know, the Teen Vogue or like the younger sister of the big magazines is going to be a great place to start. We have a account called Stylecaster. We have Pop Sugar Beauty, which their handle is PS Beauty. We have Who, What, Where, and the Where is WEAR. We have Complex Style is another good one to follow, especially for more like edgy alternative looks and brands. We have Behind the Chair, does a pretty good job putting out those carousels and those blog articles about like, hey, here's what's trending and we're breaking it down exactly for our industry. So they're great. There's the Tees, TheTease. And then lastly, I would just say Red Carpet. So you don't have to watch the award shows, but flipping through some of the galleries that next day are just going to give you an idea of different colors, finishing methods, and things like that. Think about it. When clients come to see you, they are leaving, most likely, that is the best their hair is going to look until they come and see you again, even if they're really good at styling at home. So it's like, how can we even turn that up another notch with like, you know, using a boar bristle brush on their curls at the end so that it makes it like extra fluffy and glamorous, like red carpet waves, instead of them leaving with kind of traditional curls. Okay, so how can you talk to your clients about this stuff? The biggest thing here is to remember that it is not about recommending a trend in terms of like doing a big makeover on everyone, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys like what I mean by this, but it's not about taking a cookie cutter trend and then making over your client, and then the next time taking a new trend and making over your client. I think a lot of times, even clients, right, their mind when we suggest something new, or we're like, hey, I saw this trending thing, I think it would look great on you, they're immediately going to go to like, you're overhauling my whole look, and that makes me scared, right? So it's gonna be easier to say, no thank you, or have resistance to kind of your ideas and your suggestions. But what we're really going to try to do is just take inspiration from the trends and add in trending elements in our placement, in the tones, in the shapes, in the styling, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna show you more what this looks like, but so a great way to communicate too is doing just that. It's talking about a placement. And so, you know, placement is not the word we would probably use with them, but we would just literally show them, right? Like, hey, Donna, like you have been getting the traditional like mohawk partial foil for 20 years. We love it. It looks great on you. But what's trending right now, the modern blondes right now have a slightly bigger piece here, and then there's some depth behind it to make it really pop, and then a little bit more contrast, especially through the roots and mids. It is going to look so cool. Show them some pictures, and then it's going to be like, hey, this doesn't even cost more, right? Or maybe it's only going to cost like you adding in a low light to your foil placement. So like, this isn't even about trying to get, you know, do an arm and a leg. This is about, again, building your reputation with them and making them feel good and see the value you bring to the table. So is that going to sound as scary to Donna as being like, hey, I want to overhaul your look with a new trend? It's like, no, that is probably going to scare her. But if you're like, look, I just want to add a little bit more dimension, and then I'm gonna really make it pop around your face by adding in some depth right behind that first front highlight. You know, here are some pictures. What do you think? I think it's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look fresh, updated, modern, like you're gonna love it. Okay, hard to say no to something like that. So now you've taken a trend, right? You might not have even had to use the name of the trend. You don't have to say, teddy bear blonde, or you don't have to say like whatever, mob wife, anything. You just literally get to discuss the techniques that are going to get them closer. Okay, so again, the second piece to the communication about trends is showing them the pictures, showing them the parts of the picture to focus on, right? So sometimes when we show pictures to our clients that are inspiration, their eyes are going to go right to the thing that they're scared of the most. And so before even handing them the picture, it's like, look, Donna, only focus on the top of her head, okay? And then you show the picture. So you're like priming the picture so that they know what to look like. That's going to help. And then reiterating that some of these tweaks are no extra cost, okay? Like I said, they can just be a change up and foil pattern. Sometimes it'll be an upgrade with the low lights, a root smudge, adding face framing foils to your, lovely brunette clients for some sun-kissed dimension around the face. So sometimes it'll be an upgrade, sometimes it's not, but we still want to communicate the knowledge, the effort, the inspiration behind what we're doing, because that's what clients really value. How much do you think your clients would value that they still are paying the same price for their highlight, but because you thought about them and you really put thought and intention into it, you're giving them an updated look for the same cost or nominally more, and they get to walk out feeling like the cool girl in their friend group because you just took the time for that. Like, that is an experience that is just, they will be loyal to you for life. Another big thing to notice with trends is a lot of it is in the styling, okay? So think about the different styling techniques and how they kind of can go in and out and how to talk to your clients about this. So for example, Utah curls, which are, in my opinion, they're just like banana curls, breaks through or whatever, versus like LA waves, which is like wrap. It's made like fluffier, messier texture. Takes the same amount of effort and time to actually do, but it's two totally different looks that could be in style or out of style depending on, where you are, the event you're going to, etc. So don't forget about even styling. Maybe your client keeps the same everything and you just show her how, instead of the flat curtain bang, now we're going to do more of like the fluffy, sexy 70s inspired Sabrina Carpenter styling, right? Same look, same cost for the client, but now you're bringing this value of keeping them updated. Not even about using a trending name, but just saying, look, this is what's in style now, let's just try it. And then lastly, the most important part of communicating about new styles and getting your clients to try something new is that you just need to make it fun and approach them with an excited, positive energy, okay? Especially your clients that aren't going to change anything ever, okay? Just be fun, be enthusiastic, be excited, and obviously if they say no, who cares? But our energy is contagious and we are the experts. So people are going to catch our energy with how we approach it. So if you go up to someone and you're nervous, just like when we talk about retail, rebooking your appointment, all of those other things when we're price quoting, right? If we're nervous, if our voice is shaking, if we aren't coming across confident, that's gonna make them nervous, okay? If we're being really awkward about it or we're sounding unsure about whether it will actually look good on them, we're not sure about how to execute it, well, now they're unsure, right? They're going to be awkward back. And then they'll just say no too sometimes because they think you don't really want to do it. So when you're approaching these conversations, have that enthusiasm and energy. One method that I teach inside of my high-level mastermind luxury client method is I talk about how, you're kind of planning this out the night before your shift so that when they come in, it's like, oh my God, Carol, I'm so excited to see you. I had this wild idea last night. I looked up your celebrity doppelgangers. I looked up some fun different things. I just want to show you some fresh ideas that I have for you and see what you think about it. What? Again, they don't even have to be spending more with you, although that's an added bonus of always having fresh ideas. But that client will be loyal to you for life. They came in, you showed them that you thought about them before. You have put so much love and care into their visit when you could have done the bare minimum. That's like, hey, what are we doing today? Want to do the same thing? All right, I'll go mix up, right? what a different exchange of energy. And I just think it's so important. So just to tie this all together, whether you are a lover of trends or you love to hate trends, there is a place for trends in your business. And a lot of it is in that guest experience and in how you are making your clients feel when they leave. And then the added bonus is the loyalty. They're going to come see you more often. They're going to not shut up about you because they're so blown away that you took that extra, and literally it's like 3 minutes to do, right? You took that extra 3 minutes and made them feel so special. They are going to spend more. They're going to be like more excited about trying new different things. So there's so many business benefits, but it's also just going to make your day behind the chair so much more fun, okay? Like, I think we can all admit some days can be a little boring behind the chair. It can be a little repetitive. It gets monotonous, especially when we've been doing this a super long time. So this keeps it fun for you too. And it also continues to position you as the true trendsetter, beauty influencer in their life, which you are. It is way better for them to be getting all of their advice from someone who sees their hair in real life and knows like their mom's name at the same time and knows all this cool stuff about them. But this helps just to keep your energy going. Yeah, Lauren said true, the burnout can be real. Absolutely. And that's to be expected, right? When we're in careers for a long time, like that's normal. So I think this is just a way to keep it fun. And maybe a way that you start is like, hey, Fridays, or let's say Saturdays are your long day, or maybe you want to do it on one of your shorter days, whatever. But you can even start with once a week, right? Okay, like my Friday shift, Thursday night, I'm really going to like research all these trends and I'm going to like look up my client celebrity doppelgangers that I've seen before. And I'm really just gonna like talk to them about fun, beauty, style, trend stuff tomorrow and just make it fun, right? It doesn't have to be like an all or nothing situation, but I really think that you guys will love it and make more money in the process. So I hope that you guys had fun with this topic today. It felt good to talk about something just a lot more lighthearted and practical, but also just fun. You guys, beauty is just fun. Like feeling pretty is just fun. And I think we can get so stuck in like the serious grind that we forget how blessed we are to be able to do something so fun that has so much meaning. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. If you have any thoughts, comments, things that you would want to add to this conversation, just come over and jump into my DMs at Ren Lopa Official, and I will see you all later. Have a great day.